Today we are with Ahmet Ekenkol. He is a very highly experienced professional in the retail sector. And then now, as I'm visiting Istanbul, I wanted to take the opportunity to ask Ahmet some questions related to how to improve and how to guide the next generation of professionals, as we have several elements in our society that are maybe pulling our attention towards negative aspects that might hamper our society to move forward and to improve, to create well-being. So thank you very much, Ahmed, for being here. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Would you like to share a little bit of your experience in the retail sector and your mentorship approach?
Okay, I will. Hello, my name is Ahmet Ekenkol. I retired after working in a retail and food sector for 33 years, and I work as a corporate consultant and a mentor in training and consultancy firm. I have some of experience about it. I'm going to share with you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, what do you think? So, as I was sharing with our audience previously, what do you think is the main element that the new generation of professionals should focus on in order to improve? So, I know you come from a background in which you had to adopt technology, but our generation, we were born with technology and we know how to thrive with it. However, there are several aspects of technology that might be dangerous as well. What is your perspective on this?
First of all, I think young people are smarter than our generation because they were born and raised with a technology. It's very good advantage. But on the other side, if you look at the other side of the technology, they born with a technology, but sometimes technology will be dangerous for the young generations because always they're focusing on their cellular phone, they're looking at the PC or whatever do they want, and they are not as social as us. That's a big problem for me.
Yes.
For everything, for all the generation, I think it's really big problem.
Yes, I agree. I think social skills are being disregarded by our generation, as many means of communication have been replaced by digital platforms, and the one-to-one, the soft skills that are implied in the physical connection with the person, with the people, are being neglected. How has been your experience with this? And since you have a daughter, how has been your approach to raise your daughter in this?
Okay, first of all, they should therefore always be confident and not to be afraid of speak up and be social.
Yes.
Always I gave this topic to my daughter because to be a social is very important issues because in life we are living in a social area.
Yes.
So if we will contact to each other, looking their eyes, talking to them, it's really good to be a social. First of all, always to be a social. It's the most important issue.
Yes. And how could they start to be social? Because these digital platforms are always pushing people towards the cell phone, towards the PC. How would you recommend young people to start to be social, more social?
First of all, the digitalism is very, very important, but it's not all over the world. It's true.
Yes.
They have to improve themselves. They have to read more books. They have to connect with other people on internet or in a social media or face to face. They have to look at other people's feeling when they are talking to them. It's really important.
Yes.
They have to improve their skills. It's very important point.
Okay. And since you've had so many experiences internationally, what do you think is the main difference between the Turkish environment and the other countries' environment in terms of the social approach? Is there a lesson that you would like to share with us?
Nothing so different between Turkish and other countries, young generation. Always they have the same problem, but I think if a young generation start to work in one of the company, what I'd recommend to them in the business life, it's really important. They have to find a mentor they can consult on every issue. It's very important point because the mentor has had an experience, but the young generation, if they want to learn more topics to him or her, they can ask everything. What do they want?
Yes,
it's very important.
I agree. Receiving guidance from the highly skilled people that have built this world, it is very useful for us that we thrive in a very interconnected global environment that might seem overwhelming at some times. So please make sure to get in touch with people, and you never lose anything just with asking. Ask someone that you see as an experienced person if they can give you mentorship, what type of guidance you would like to receive so that you can have a clearer idea on what the path could look like.
And Fred, as a mentor, I do not tell people what they should do in general.
Yes.
I'm sure that they will find their own truth. I only shed light on them as a mentor.
Yes.
And they will find their own way. I don't say anything about you have to do this, you have to do that. I don't, because my right is not always right.
Yes.
Maybe during my experience life, during my business life, I made lots of mistakes. It's okay,
yes.
but you have to find your way.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm going to shed light up.
Yes.
That's all. That's all. All of the mentors do that.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's very important to have in mind that mentorship is not about giving you one specific path. It's just about bringing some light on that possible paths that someone can take, and then possible recommendations on how to avoid big mistakes. So thank you very much for that, Ahmed. Is there a final message that you would like to share with the audience
of
to
course,
finalize
what I'm going to say? I also recommend that young people should always be active in business platform in order to take of advantage opportunities in business life.
Yes.
Like in LinkedIn.
Yes.
It's very important business platform, I think. They have to be always active. They have to be try to learn more topics in LinkedIn or other platform, but it's really important for them to improve.
Okay, yeah, communication in the modern days is very important since we all live doing our things to communicate them with people that might be interested in our skills and might be interested in partnering with us so that we can deliver more impactful projects like the ones you do with your foundations,
right,
and the ones that we've been doing with the people in the podcast as well.
So, and finally, what I'm going to say, always they have to improve their CV.
Yes.
CV is very important issue. They don't have to be write CV and put them away. No.
Yes.
Always they have to be active. They have to be improve their CV, which all of the parts, even social responsibility, even business experience, everything you can add on it.
Yes.
Internship, whatever. How can they improve their CV? It's really important things.
Okay, thank you. And I think at this point it's necessary also to be aware of your colleagues, how they manage, so that you can take that as a reference, because we are all interacting with this highly complex environment that is the business world nowadays. Yes. So thank you very much, Ahmed.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And hopefully this was useful for you. Thank you again, Ahmed, with all your experience, the insights that you have been able to provide.
Thank you so much.
We'll continue providing some guidance and some ideas with the people that are interested in
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you there. Thank you.